who has a special place in my heart. I once had a little bit of an intersection with her in the course of her career many years ago. And you'll remember Jacky. Jacky Carpede was part of Jamali. Jamali had Liesel, Jacky, as well as Marishan. And the three of them were just this powerhouse of, they have so much talent, their vocal prowess, the harmonies that they were able to create. And when you look at their 16-year career together, they gave us hits like Love Me For Me. Any soul and R&B follower or lover in this country knows their sound and what they can do. So they since have gone solo, and Jacky, of course, being the lover of music, performance and art that she is, has been successfully pursuing her solo career since the days of Jamali. And she joins us now. Hello, Jacky.
How are you?
I'm so excited.
Long time no see.
I know, long time no see. And I feel like we have to touch on those days all those years ago, because Jamali was a product of Coca-Cola Pop Stars. And I had the privilege of being a judge that year. Hard work.
You had the privilege of coming to my house to let me know that unfortunately I didn't make it. Psych.
Yeah. That's what I did. We kind of set you up to see the disappointment.
Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Like, I was ready to have a heart attack, but it's 17 years ago. Exactly.
Yes. And look at us now. We've grown so much.
You haven't changed a bit.
Look who's talking.
Look at you.
But music, Jacky, and just this world, it's your life. That's why it was so evident from the time you auditioned, through everything that happened as part of that process, to your time with Jamali, your solo career now. It's so evident that you are absolutely born to do this. Do you remember yourself as that seven-year-old dancing and singing? Because that's when it started.
Yeah, I do. Like, my journey started when I was in primary school. Really, I had interest in dance and drama, and anything that involved being on stage, I had to do it. So growing up in Eldorado Park, as you know, there was very little opportunities, but my grandmother found a ballet school. She just wanted to find something for me to be able to do and not just hang around in the streets all day and just decay away or get into trouble. And then I managed to get into a ballet school, and then later on went to the art school, and then later on discovered, hey man, I've got a bit of a voice there. And if I pursue it, it'll pay better. Yeah. So I chose singing over dance in that way, rather.
Yes, and we know those legs. If ever there's a Tina Turner of South Africa when it comes to them legs, Jacky
I have
is
my
there.
mom to thank for those. I'm grateful.
So how's the solo life been? Are you still in touch with Liesel and Marishan from Jamali?
Not as much as we used to, because obviously we've all three just gone our separate ways and are focusing on our own individual careers. But I've actually been now really starting to enjoy it, especially with the pandemic. I got a chance to produce my sophomore album, and I really poured my heart and soul into it. It was real, it was true, it was raw. And I could finally stand on my own two legs legitimately as a solo artist and just not be afraid anymore, because you get this, false sense of security being in a team, or you feel like, nobody can really see everything or your flaws or your mistakes or whatever, because we were so perfectly put together. So this time it's like shedding the rest of the team is also shedding a part of yourself that was probably hiding the real you inside.
And now in this album, we get to experience you the way you want us to know you, and not
the way I want to sing, the things I want to talk about, just being free, because being in a group means that you have to sort of accommodate everybody else, and not that it's a bad thing, but it still leaves behind at least 66 and a sixth of who you are, so now I get to give you 100% of who I am.
I love that. I never looked at it that way, in a group of three. I love that. So how did you get to perform for Snoop D or Double G? I mean, or, amongst in company that had Snoop Dogg?
Look, man, back then we were so we were lucky. Like things just were happening. Like the world was getting smaller. More and more international acts were coming to South Africa, and we were getting opportunities to go overseas.
Yeah.
Now it's just like every day. It's like going to the mall, going overseas and performing overseas. Like, yeah, whatever. But for us, it was really, really a big deal to share stages with those big names and be out there. It was like, wow, is this really happening? And it's a little bit before before Facebook and stuff. So, so then there's that. But it's amazing. I don't think anybody can ever comprehend how big this was for young girls who, you know, never even thought that our dreams would come true.
Yeah.
For starters.
Yeah. I mean, he's just one. It's not like you've been in the company of people like the late Nelson Mandela, people like Oprah, India Ree. So great opportunities in the past. But tell me more about this sophomore album and what your message is, what stories you're telling.
I think for me, the biggest thing was talking more about how difficult things can be for a woman in South Africa or in the world. It was just about being able to express who we really are, or for me personally, just say whatever, you know, just be myself, and not that I don't care, but for once be able to be unapologetic about how I feel, what I think, what I want to do, or who I want to be. Because also growing up in a conservative space, we were told to rather be modest and, you know, don't make people uncomfortable and don't be out there too much, and just be demure, be likable, be nice, just sit down, you know. So the album had a lot to do with, no, man, there's more of me that I want to share. And I feel like if I express myself and if I show that it's okay to be myself and express myself, other young women would feel the same. Mm-hmm. So that's what it was about. It was about me just being free and expressing my voice and who I am, and also trying to inspire and encourage other young women to do the same, because we're not always encouraged to be ourselves, and very few people are, and the ones that are really out there, like super overboard out there, you know. But there's another way, you know. We can also do it in a different way, and just find our place in society, find our place in the world, and be able to express ourselves without being afraid. So that's what the album was about, just being yourself.
I see the fire in you that I saw all those years ago. And it's beautiful to see the growth and the maturity, but at the same time with that fire that you had back then, and also with this other soft side that people get to hear through your music. It's been lovely catching up. We could talk all day, but we've got the music to get to and your great performance. So you'll get to experience her vocal prowess. So she's bringing us Bitter Pill, Don't Let Go, and Thobela. And the album is out, so make sure that you check out the music of Jacky Carpede. Thank you so much. Thanks, Jacky.
Thank you so much, Azania. I really appreciate the opportunity. Mwah.